Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Of course, we're still playing the kitchen because today would have been his 101st birthday, so we continue to celebrate him. But I want to have a chat this morning with a representative from the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar, this ministry was started back in August 2020 with a focus to advance developmental opportunities for youth, create a supportive entrepreneurial environment, and to promote national service. This morning, we had to chat about a specific program that they have called the Youth Agricultural Homestead Programme. I want to welcome Program Coordinator Gachelle Gilkes-Edwards. Good morning to you, Gachelle.
Hi, good morning, Rawkus, and good morning to all of your viewers this morning.
How are you doing?
I am very good. Thanks for asking.
I'm happy to have you here this morning to chat about, we're calling it YAP, right? It's the Youth Agricultural Homestead Programme. Tell us about YAP.
Correct. Nice. So YAP is one of our flagship programs at the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service. It is a 2-year training program that will allow young persons to access financial and technical resources to become successful 21st century agri-entrepreneurs. It is definitely designed to meet a need that we are all aware of, the food security need regionally and locally, to ensure that we position ourselves as a country to really be able to combat our dependency on imports so that we can feed our people with accessible and affordable, nutritious food.
All right, so the idea is to make sure that we can feed ourselves, essentially.
Certainly. Well, yes, to ensure that we can feed ourselves and to ensure that young persons get involved in co-creating for our sustainable economy. Remember, agriculture is not something that is traditional to our economy. So we have to ensure that it is a transformational approach that we're undertaking to pass on the technical skills to the younger generations. We have an aging farming population. Not many young persons are involved in farming as we would like it to be. So YAP is the perfect project to ensure that we get the younger generations involved and that we support them so that they remain in that agriculture sector.
Well, I was about to ask, how has it been so far? Because you've had a couple of them started already. And I'm wondering in terms of, getting the young people interested and keeping them interested. How has that been going so far?
So our first full-time cohort started in June of last year at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, who is actually delivering our curriculum. That program has been well, and we've had a very low attrition rate. The full-time program, that is the full-time program. The part-time cohort would have started in February of this year, and this is our second full-time program that we are open for applications out currently. I will say it has been going great. I interact with our young persons all the time, learning about their experiences, and we are taking a very agile approach in terms of adjusting things to suit their needs. Mm-hmm. For instance, one of the needs would have been the stipend adjustment, another need in terms of the flexibility with the schedule and so forth, because we know and understand the rigorous demands of young persons, and we really want to ensure that this program gives them the best opportunity to get into the sector and stay in the sector.
What sort of stipend adjustment are you talking about here, Gail?
Yes. So when we originally started, we had cabinet approval to give these young persons $80 per day. But with their demands, we've taken young persons from every end of Trinidad and Tobago. Mm-hmm. So to ensure that we position them to be able to cover their transportation needs and to cover their meal needs, we've gotten the approval to increase it to $112.50 per day.
Okay, that seems like more viable when it comes to transport and food. A little bit more viable.
Yes.
All right. So when I'm a successful applicant to this program, what can I expect the program to give me? Break it down for me.
Sure, certainly. So what would be the first phase of your gains, your benefits, will be an accredited certification in agriculture and agro-processing technologies by the University of Trinidad and Tobago. Upon your successful completion of our 2-year training program, because these young persons are actually going to get access to state lands, access to 2 acres of land. They're going to get access to a starter home and access to a startup grant. Now, these are the key tools to really put someone on a homestead and to position them to actually commence their agricultural pursuits and to blossom. But outside of that, on these homesteads, for instance, the first cohort will be established in Chatham. Outside of that, we are also going to ensure that there is a model farm on site with a master farmer who can also provide hands-on training while they are currently on site while they're currently executing their 30-year leases on these lands, so that if it is they require additional extension services and so forth, they will have that necessary support. We've also partnered with NAMDEFCO, who is going to assist us with the market intelligence and assist the young persons with marketing, so that they will not be just producing in a vacuum, but they will have access to intel that will guide their production requirements.
Do we have anything in place or are we concerned at all about things like pre-deal larceny, teaching them about protecting their property and their farms from that?
Well, certainly. We are currently executing a significant amount of works at this Chatham site, but the main reason why we're having homesteads is to ensure that they are situated. It's not to say they are going to a location, farming, and then returning home. They are actually on the location. And I mean, pre-deal larceny is not something that will be indigenous to our program, but it's something that, all persons involved in agriculture need to take into consideration. And we are definitely building a very community-style approach in terms of their learnings, so that they can also look out for one another when they are on the site.
Definitely. Now, tell me, how can persons get involved in this program? Because you say applications still open, right?
Yes. So our second cohort applications would have opened last Thursday. I believe it should be open for about 3 weeks thereabouts. But what I can say to you, Rawkus, is that every application period, we have gotten a significant amount of applications, 1,400 applications plus. And we are only in a position to accept 200 of those applications. So persons have multiple options. They can visit our youth caravans. We were in San Fernando last week, Saturday, so they can check our ministry website and see when our caravans and visit those caravans. They can come to our head office, which is located at number 2 Elizabeth Street in St. Clair. And as soon as you enter and you say, I am here to fill out a YAP application form, they will have a physical form for you, and you can speak to any one of our team members. Or you can go to our ministry website and you would see the application form there. You input your information, you upload all of your documentation as you would attach if you were doing a physical application. You upload it and you submit it. It will send you a notification that your application has been successfully received. For persons who are having some challenges in terms of accessing our online platform, we understand the digital divide, so we've partnered with NALIS as well, who would assist persons at any of their public libraries. I think they have about 26 public libraries. So you can go into any public library and ask them for assistance, and they will guide you throughout the process.
All right, fantastic. And just to be clear, what's the age group that can apply? Because I know the ministry is very clear on who's youth.
Well, the ministry actually allows persons between 18 to 35 to apply, but we capture from 10 to 35.
Okay.
In terms of all of our programs. But for YAP, it is from 18 to 35, and you must be a national of Trinidad and Tobago.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning, Gachelle, and congratulations on the program. We look forward to chatting again about it soon.
Thank you very much, Rawkus. Take care.
Enjoy your day. All right, that's Gachelle Gilkes-Edwards, the program coordinator at the Youth Agricultural Homestead Programme, of course, under the Ministry of Youth Development and National Service. We'll take a quick break and come back with more. You can head across to the website and apply if you want to be a part of it.